Ba-doop-boop-boo, ba-doop-boop-boop-boo. It's May 26th, I think, and it's 2021. It's late in the afternoon, about 5, and that's Rebecca and Alex, who helped me do a lot of work today. And this is your weekly, your bi-weekly Vasudha garden update, and we did a lot today. As you can see from this, we cleared a lot of stuff from the garden, and you're like, why did we do that? So there is space. So much of that, this is my fault. It was about to rain really fast, but it passed over us, but I kind of tore out a couple things I shouldn't have, but whatever. But you'll see in here, there's a lot of these, the like wild lettuce, but that was completely forming like a mat. So we wanted to clear it out. So that's what we did. That's the first thing we did today. And hopefully we'll get, these will stand back up, and this cilantro is looking good. But okay, that's what we did today. But let's do our garden review here. So this tarragon is just huge. Brandon took a huge bushel, and we still have this much, and it makes pesto. It's a really good pesto base. Come down, snip off the top, take a whole thing. It doesn't matter. There's a whole new little micro forest of it growing. So lots to do here. And we isolated our fern buddy, but that's usually at the end of the I don't know, whatever this is, garden update. So let's review. That's not, we don't want that guy. Unidentified thing we thought was horseradish. This milkweed is here because it is great for butterflies, and we love it, and it has a beautiful hue in green. So for now we're keeping it, and it doesn't spread like crazy, so please don't remove it like last year. We got some onions still here, some walking onions. A lot of this tearing out that we did was to get these guys, this beautiful red lettuce to thrive a little bit more, to have a little bit more space. Oh no. But yeah, so this arugula is growing upwards. It's flowering. We've got leaf pods about to burst. So we should be in a couple weeks harvesting a lot of arugula for a group salad. We've got more of this. Oh look, this is the lettuce. So, remove it while we're here. It was edible when Christina ate it, but it just grows too fast. What else is going on in this bed today? We removed a lot of these guys. So if we move over, they're called Creeping Charlie. If we go over here, you can see we did a lot of work. Rebecca, Alex, and I, and we replanted a few things. We thinned out that red kale, which also the red kale is just spreading everywhere. It's just everywhere. So did a lot of clearing out there, but we replanted some spring onion from the other bed that I kind of recklessly tore out. We also replanted some kale and stuff. But yeah, we did, like, all this space came from removing shepherd's pouch or something, and which is a nice little herbaceous guy, but he was growing too fast. So we also removed a bunch of the Creeping Charlie, which are the purple flower guys, who are great to be around, right? Even some in here, but they were forming a mat. So we removed them, and we did a lot. We replanted. If anybody knows what this is, I don't know, but it looks like a house plant. Also, I don't think anybody dropped off their house plants, even though I had a lot of good engagement on my Reddit post, but that's okay. Got this lettuce is doing good. These mustards are just gorgeous. They're growing. They're about to I assume these will turn into leaves. But yeah, there's a lot of good mustard that's going to be tasty. These beans, if you see these broadleaf plants around here, these are the beans, and they're just almost ready to grow, and we're gonna guide them. So I've been saying this for weeks, but now I can show you. So they do that. So that's gonna be cool. We've got some walking onions, which have started to really bloom in the sense of developing that weighty onion on the top that will make them drop. The sorrel and the clovers are still pretty thick. We removed a lot of the clovers to free up some space for some tomatoes, which we'll get to in a minute. Ooh, here's a bean too. But I'm not sure about this sorrel. Brandon knows what to do with that. But this is a thick, beautiful mat. And I hope the worms that we took from that, digging that and putting here, are enjoying digging all this up. It seems like they are. This comfrey plant is doing incredible. Started flowering, and you can see right here that there's a smaller one. I took our comfrey from over there because it was just getting shaded out. I replanted it. We'll see how it does. It's kind of an experiment to see how it does. But this one, these flowers are blooming. This whole thing, we need to really figure out a more immediate use so we can trim this back. You see this? We also ordered the mushrooms finally. Forget what they're called, but go on the Discord if you want to know. And we're going to put those through there too with the clovers. Hopefully create some sort of generative exchange zone. It's also going to just look cool. These spring onion flowers are just gorgeous. Beautiful hue, lavender hue. And yeah, a lot of the space we cleared out here, we're hoping the spring onions kind of take out, because if you ever come here to take a bit, you don't really get a lot from each plant, so you need a lot. And yeah, we'd like to tell people to come get some for their meals. It's an easy thing to put. This is the tomato man, who I think we got from Dara. And we also cleared over there for Chris's tomatoes. They're a little bit more established though, but we might have to clear those out again next week. Overall, we were a little rushed because it's raining right now. It's been raining the whole time. So yeah, they're a few feet apart. Also, you can see this kale is starting to grow nice and up. So that's good. And you can see all this red kale right here. Wonderful. We're hoping that spreads out. Don't be afraid to even it out. Take a few of the red kales out to give it some space. If you're up here and don't know what to do. Yeah, so that's kind of the update today. It doesn't look like much, but it was a lot of work. This is where the old comfrey friend was, but I moved him over there. And this tarragon forest is just still so beautiful. And these milkweeds, keep them here because this is crucial food for several butterflies. I don't know the specifics. I've heard that it is some butterflies. I've heard that it's just the monarch. I'm not sure. But yeah, keep them around because they're nice, and it helps this be a pollination zone and a healthy, thriving space. We also removed some other miscellaneous plants and grasses that I don't have an example of. But before we go, we think these are aphids, these little black things, some sort of aphid thing. So that's cool. We also saw a bunch of ladybugs. We saw some moths. So yeah, the garden is doing well. We're getting some additional rain. We did a little light watering, but you know, we're getting some additional rain. And just to leave everybody on this update with an observation, you can see in the differences between the height of the beds, right? We did trim that back, but it wasn't much higher than the comfrey. How much this tree blocks the sun on that. Because even when the sun is right over that, this gets a full view. So you can see the effect of the input of that much solar energy. Next week, we need to move all that comfrey too, because it's just not, that's all tarragon. It's gonna get shaded out. All right, I could keep talking about the garden all day. Ignore that it looks like a bear ran through here. It was just about to rain and I was rushing. I'll fix it soon. I'll figure out a way. But yeah, and we should have this bed up soon. The email crisis changed the administrative momentum around that, but I'm working on it. I'm sending emails. Okay, everybody, this is your Vasudha garden update. And thank you to Alex and Rebecca to coming out here and helping me out and listening to me rant and stuff like that. And I wish everybody a happy and good start to their summer semester. All right, TLA out.